Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Shoe Podcast, the only sneaker podcast that is so close, like really close to like 500 subscribers on YouTube. So if you know, we normally don't do it this early in the episode, but if you could, that'd be a great favor. I'm your co-host, Ryan Landry.
I'm your co-host, Tanner Young.
As of the time of recording, what would be great is that by the time of publishing, maybe we're already there. And I don't want to say we won't need your subscribe anymore because we could always use it, but
we'd still,
the impact of it, we'd already, maybe best case scenario, we already, hopefully not. And you can be part of the change.
Yeah. You could be one of the non-botted subscribers. You could say, I was here before they botted.
A quite literal one of the real ones, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Elon,
hey, don't block us on Twitter.
Come on now.
Topical. We are here today to talk about some of the best sneakers that are releasing in August. We will be going through a couple of different calendars, just kind of scrolling through all the shoes that are coming out this month to see what catches our eye, what we want to talk about. So as always, we kind of like to drop the disclaimer at the top. Very visuals heavy episode. Going to be very heavy on the visuals. We'll be showing shoes that we're talking about here. So if you're not watching, you can over on YouTube at Shoe Podcast or on Spotify. We actually got the video there as well. But if you're just listening, I don't want to say don't listen. I just want to say prepare for a time. Just prepare for what it is, you know?
I just would hate for you to like double watch the same episode. Like, it's good. Well, I guess like
I would
double enjoy.
We need the numbers. Yeah.
Because you're going to listen and then hit or you might be one of like the 200 people with like a YouTube like Red subscription or whatever it may be.
Right here.
And then you could you kind of have like a best of both worlds.
That's what I've been doing. I've been listening to a lot less podcasts on Spotify if they're also on YouTube, because you can just start it there. If you're driving, listen audio only, you get home, pull it up on the TV, keep going. I know that's what Spotify wants you to do by introducing video, but I'm not pulling up Spotify on my Roku TV. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Sorry. But
if I got a screen, I'm gonna watch something.
Yeah. So you enjoying the YouTube subscription?
I am. We'll get to the sneakers eventually. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube or probably Spotify, there will be a timestamp down below that says like when we start talking about the sneakers. If you want to skip ahead, that's a pro strat for you there. To your question though, we watch so much more YouTube than we do. We don't have cable. We watch we have friends who stream, about. But when they're not streaming, more than like something on Netflix or a Hulu or a Max or something like that, YouTube, because I feel like it's way less committal of like, you don't have to, I feel like finding whatever you want to watch is a lot easier. You're not necessarily looking for like, what's the latest show. And then when you find what you want to watch, it feels way less committal of like, if I only got 10 minutes, if I only got 20 minutes and maybe an episode of whatever on Hulu is 40 minutes, like, I won't start something on Hulu or Netflix if I don't feel like I can finish it in the same sitting, not necessarily a whole series,
not like a new one.
Yeah. A new one indeed. Yeah. So
YouTube definitely has the cultivation of like easy watching.
Yeah, for sure. So
good point.
But I know y'all are on the cable too.
I'm actually about to cancel
cut the cord
cable.
Wow.
We had it for really, I just ended up having it at a time. It was cheap.
Yeah.
And then AT&T kept like raising the price on it. And I'm like, all right, for the occasional time that I would like flick the cable on to watch sports. Yeah. At this point now, I'm like, I don't really. So I'm just going to cut it.
There you go.
Because I'm like, and then maybe get the YouTube TV, because I think you get the TV plus
that's an option. Ads. That's an option you can do. We're not on the TV version. That's is a cable alternative. We're just on like the no ads. Most importantly, if you're watching on your phone and you lock the screen, it'll keep the audio playing.
Keep the audio going. Yeah.
Should not need to pay for that feature, but whatever. They got us. Anyway. So
yeah. You're paying for the no ads. That's is line you up.
Yeah. Which on the computer, ad block, not so bad. On a Roku TV, a little bit harder. I'm sure there's a way. If you know the way to block ads on your Roku TV, leave it down in the comments below. Let us know before the government gets you, because I know they're coming for you for it.
They're definitely coming. But hey, while you're sailing the 7 seas, Cappy Cap,
El
Throw us a
Capitan.
lifeline.
Please.
Throw us a lifeline.
Please get a lifesaver over the boat.
I'm not hopping on, but I'll take a message in the bottle. You know what I mean? Chunk that.
Or a recorded line. I can't say that I'm joining you in your endeavors there.
Yeah.
But if the ship sails by, I'll wave. I'll wave for sure.
Like polite.
All right. So let's go ahead. Before we get into some of the shoes that came out in August, I did want to touch on 3 of the releases that are happening in July that since our July episode hadn't been announced, but since this episode but they aren't releasing in August. So I just don't want them to go missed. So I cherry picked a few here. Starting off with the first one is the End, and End collaborated with Saucony on the Triumph for the Nessie. They did a Loch Ness monster shoe, and just like this colorway is hitting for me. These like deep shades of blue and green with the suede coming on it there. I don't know. These have been like kind of like I keep looking at them like, should I? Maybe should. And they still have them available. They're $165, which like in today's Nike landscape of like $250 shoes, you're like, what a bargain. What a steal.
Yeah.
So I don't know. These are looking really good to me.
Bad.
And I think these also kind of remind me of, I think it was New Balance earlier this year. If you remember, they did a collaboration with someone on like an X-ray sort of shoe that kind of like we talked about scrubs, kind of that same color palette of like dark blues with like that bluish green and white contrast against it. So
it goes well with the silhouette.
I like that colorway in general. So I don't know if you had seen these before. Oh, there's not much else here other than these pictures, but
no,
this monster shoe, pretty shoe.
Nautical theme with like that like mesh pattern too. Just it's putting a lot together there.
I want to call it now. At the end of the year, sneaker of the year, not on my sneaker of the year list, but most slept on category. I could see this one. I could see this one.
Easy.
This one's going under the radar, but that's good for you if you like this shoe.
Yeah. And for Nessie.
Shout out for Nessie. Do you think all the proceeds go towards the Loch Ness monster?
Probably to find her, but
could you imagine if they made the shoes $350? Just like a good callback there.
Oh my.
There you go. That's an older joke, but it checks out. So.
Wow. I was like 350. Oh.
Tree fitty for those of you listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next release I wanted to talk about here. Reebok teamed up with NASA. A little bit of, editorial fanfare here for an out of this world footwear and apparel collection.
Really, all right, Matt.
The one I wanted to talk about.
I knew it was freaking Matt who wrote that. I didn't have to look down. I knew it was freaking Matt who wrote that.
Matt breaks out the thesaurus. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, Matt.
The Boston brand goes interstellar.
Really just the one Matt. I want to talk about is this absolute like astronaut boot that I don't know if this is like a typical Reebok silhouette or this is Reebok. I don't know why I went to Vans for a second there. If this is a typical Reebok silhouette or if this is something they made just for the NASA collaboration. And I think I'm getting like Alien Stomper flashbacks in my head. And I'm like,
there you go.
Future shoes like this or like the Nike bag are always ones that I'm like, that looks so sick. And then I'm like, I would not have an outfit for this.
No.
Yeah, I would not, but just like you look at it, you're like, this just looks so cool. Like this to me is like nail on the head of like a great NASA collaboration, I think.
Yes, no, 100% agree. I think it's very cool. I love that like image there of the footprint. I'm assuming that's where, definitely having like the outsole of the shoe.
Allegedly.
Which is super great.
Allegedly. Well, if you're a moon landing denier, can you get in the comments and let us know where do you stand on these?
Yeah.
I guess you don't stand on these.
Could you stand in these?
Could you stand in these? Yeah.
Could you imagine being like a flat earther moon denier and you're like protesting outside, but wearing these shoes?
And these? Wow. Yeah.
I guess you believe in NASA. I guess you believe like NASA is a
thing. Do they?
Could you be a fan of NASA, but also a moon landing denier?
What would you
is that like art? What would you separating the art and artist?
Yeah. I
like
I just really love what they do in Florida, like when the rocket goes up, but like I don't know that it really goes anywhere.
I love that nerds have a place. You know what I mean? I love that nerds get to go to a place. You know what
to a soundstage in Hollywood and put a bunch of sand on the floor and make it look like
weird.
Yeah. That being said,
where's the stars? Where's the stars?
The other
no stars
two
on the shoe. Uh
uh confirmed. The other two shoes from this collaboration don't do as much for me, but you're oohing at them.
I don't know that. Look at that right there.
They went hexalite in the sole there.
They said
honeycomb.
Shots fired at the Air Max Big Bubble.
Wow, bigger hexagons. Good for them.
They said we don't have to trap our air in a bubble.
Let it breathe. Let them breathe.
Yeah, that one.
Club C a little weak.
Yeah.
This is the one though, the BB, and I love it's called the BB 4002, which like sounds like a rocket ship, you know? They're not being shy about it. I love it. I love this a lot.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that is something you look at and you're like, dang, that's going on. Like, I don't love NASA.
And I don't necessarily
so much to them.
Right. I don't necessarily want to wear this, but like I love that they made this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Retail price $200. Not as crazy as you might think, but all right.
Yeah, that's how we get to the moon again.
make the moon cheap again. All right. And then last August release that I want to talk about, one of the bigger ones that everyone is talking about, the Joe Fresh Goods New Balance 990 V6 Prom Blue and Paris Red.
I don't even know why you even.
One's blue and one's red. I put them on here because it's such like the internet seems to be going crazy about the thing that like really is resonating with me on these that like should be no surprise, but like we saw it from Joe Fresh Goods on the Conversations Amongst Us pack, and again on the Stuntman 650 that sometimes like the campaign and the storytelling is where he's absolutely crushing it, and the product just kind of seems to be like, if you want a memento, you know, it's kind of like, you know, like you go on a crazy, like good roller coaster and like you got something from the gift shop and it's like, I'm not that excited for the trinket, but the trinket reminds me of like the great experience of it, you know?
Every time I'm going to make a coffee in the morning, I'll remember the dueling dragons.
There you go. So I don't know. I wanted to put them in here because these are a popular one. It's one that people are going to be talking about. And I think it has since come to light. I was just reading here that while they did a first activation in Paris during the Olympics, they're going to be doing a wider release. There's a raffle until August 11th and the Prom Blue colorway on August 9th. So this one starts to fall into our August timeline here.
There you go. The blue is pretty. I will give it that. It is a pretty blue, but
it's a great shade of blue. It's not a bad shade of red either, but it's just like,
I don't want it the whole thing.
I don't know. Part of me wonders if like, they sort of last minute New Balance was like, oh, we got to do something for the Olympics, right? And so like they tapped Joe Fresh Goods, and this is, I got to imagine, pretty quick to churn out because it's blue and red, you know? But then I'm also like, well, you had to have known the Olympics were in Paris for like a while. Like, you know, this didn't come up last week. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
We knew at least 4 years ago.
At least. I don't know a lot about the timelines, but yeah.
Yeah. That's how they go. And then 220
on the price. Yeah. Yeah.
The price ain't fresh.
I'm going to keep moving because nothing's going to top that. All right. So let's start talking about the sneakers coming out in August. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier.
I want to jam.
I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I do want to circle back and say it. Not a plug, not a sponsor in anyways. But today I downloaded uBlock Origin as an ad blocker for Chrome.
Okay, yeah.
Finally stopped the pop-ups on Sneaker News. You know, every time we do this and the one comes up that says, looks like you're using an ad blocker, all my homies, friendship ended with Ad Blocker Plus, new friendship. Yeah. uBlock Origin is my new best friend.
I've been a uBlock Origin for
just finally got on the wave
probably
today.
a year or two now. Yeah.
Who knew?
Apparently the ad blockers also get bought out. So like people will pay the ad blocker to allow ads or just inject specific ads. So
so anyways, let's start scrolling through August. If you see anything that catches your eye, let me know. I will say real quick on the Futura Nike Jam, we probably don't need to spend a lot of time on it. We talked about it a lot in last week's episode, talking about ranking the best Nike Olympic sneakers. You're closer to the side of the screen. It'll be all the B, but yeah, somewhere up there on your screen right now, if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have a link to that episode. So probably don't need to. What do you want me to like make it move in your hand right now as you're doing it?
Get out of here.
Wow. Oh, wow. He pushed the link off the screen. It's not going to be that complex. So yeah, we don't need to spend a ton of time on them now. This dunk low, I saw they have this one at Ruckus. This does remind me the colorway of, do you remember the Doraemon dunk lows that came out like a couple years ago? You know, the character Doraemon? I don't even know how to describe what animal Doraemon is, but all right. Well, we're taking a side quest here. Hang on. Let me
I
pull
don't
up.
even know how to describe this creature of myth as we just finished.
And I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Doraemon? Popular character. Anyways, they did a Doraemon dunk. They were highs. Okay, that's the difference there. Anyways, just the red, white, and bluish color scheme. I thought it was closer than it was. This whole tangent was not necessary.
It's there. It's close.
Anyways, I thought these are cool. Kind of like a vintagey sort of style. I like the tongue tag on these. Kind of only 90s kids are going to remember, you know?
Tongue tag, very cool. This looks like first day of school.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going back and when did they go back? August? August they go back? 7th even. Wow. You're going back.
Crazy. I think it's
that's like a week from today. Wow.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, chat. We're recording on July 30th here. A little more. Add us in the comments, why don't you?
Settle down, Dorothy.
Yeah. So anyways, good looking shoe. Not too much more to say, I don't think. Retro inspired branding. See, and you can tell Andrew wrote this, not Matt, because Andrew got straight to the point on here's what
big nostalgic vibes.
Yeah. All right. We got Ja ones. Right. We got KD's.
KD's looking at the late night.
The late nights. You like these?
It's just like, it's a good looking shoe. I like the colorway, the patterns, funky.
I'm not too familiar, admittedly, with the KD17, but the cage on the side kind of gives me the Nike Tuned Air vibes of like that plastic sort of cage that wraps up. I'm guessing that's what they're going for there.
And then they ombrate it. That's cool.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, KD.
KD putting up numbers in the Olympics too, so
good for him.
Yeah,
good for KD. I just watched recently on Netflix. I know I just said we did a whole 5 minutes at the top of how we're not watching that much Netflix. There's a documentary on the Redeem team. What year? 2004, 2008? 2008. Team that comes back after they win the bronze the year before and they're not happy about it. Great documentary. Worth watching.
Wow.
Put that out there for you. They have a whole segment on when Kobe in the first 2 minutes of the game fouled his teammate, but his teammate was playing hard. Whatever. Yeah. Incredible.
Hard.
Incredibly good. Yeah.
And was very, I'm sending a message.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I'm going through his chest. And boy, did he. Yeah.
And did he? Oh, yeah. Man was tall too. Kobe.
Yeah.
Heart of a lion.
Heart of a mamba. Saw these at Ruckus as well. These waffle trainers that are like mesh on the upper, very thin. The only thing I could think in my head was 2019, these would have killed. 2018, maybe? Ooh. Year of the Sakai waffle. These would have been insane. These would have been impossible to get.
Yeah.
Now I just don't know that the waffle runner is really
it,
It's not a bad shoe by any means. Like this is a great like casual shoe to have, but I just don't think it's a hot silhouette right now.
Cooled down for sure.
Unlike our temperatures, I'll tell you.
Oh my God. I'm not excited.
Let me tell you.
August is here.
I know. We'll talk lawn at the end of the episode or off the air because that'll be a whole 50 minutes on itself. What I was going to say is that I've noticed from editing the past couple of episodes, I've recently picked up on the habit of after I say something saying, I'll tell you what, or I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what.
I just want to apologize to our listeners who have been hearing this and being like, when did he turn into like a character from King of the Hill? Yeah, I don't really know how and why that started, but every now and then I'll just be like, that's a good shoe. I'll tell you that much. I'm so sorry for the person I've become.
I've been putting on stuff like, I saw this on the Facebook. I think after work I'm gonna go to the Target.
My wife gave me a really hard time in 2020 or 2021, whatever it was, because I kept calling it the Squid Games, and she would be like, "It's Squid Game singular, and there's no the on it." I'd be like, "Yeah, I just finished watching the Squid Games," and she's like, "That's not what it is." Yeah,
they play multiple games.
Yeah, And it's I don't know of any others. So
yeah, it's the one they're talking about.
You explain it to me.
There could be another one. I just want to make sure you know it's that one.
I thought this one was a good shoe as well. Like simple and clean, Adidas Forum 84 low for the Paris Olympics. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Gold piping, little gold on the back, the gold Adidas trefoil logo. Okay, this to me is like a great like Paris Olympics shoe, you know?
This is a good one. Oh, this is a good one. You're going to see it, whatever a catacomb rave.
You won't see it in the river because no one's going in the river. You might see it in the river, and that's why no one's going in the river because it's polluted.
Yeah.
I so badly want to see a picture of the bottom of them because it looks like they got like a stripe going on them there. But Sneaker News is letting us down again. It's kind of like
what are we Rizzo.
Yeah, come on, guys, we're trying to run a show here. Marvel and Adidas Forum low and rivalry low pack for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Go ahead and click on that.
Which one you want?
You know which one. Come on now. Which one, obviously.
Oh, it probably all links to the same page anyways.
There you go.
This is the one you want? All the pouches.
Okay.
Is that a reference to the movie? Have you seen or do you have plans to see?
I do want to.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as a HD version is uploaded illegally to the internet, I'll end up watching it.
Not even on Disney Plus? That's Disney
It might
Plus.
go. I do have the Mickey D. So
okay. All right.
I might
have
it pops up on there.
I have a friend that used to work with me, and instead of saying Disney Plus, he would say Disney Plus, and now it's just that's what it is in my head. It's not me doing the bit. It's just like that's what it's called, Disney Plus. So yeah, it says it's got like a brown leather pouch on the top of the shoe, and it says pouches scratched out, and it says more patches scratched out, and then it says all the pouches, and that's underlined.
That might be a reference to the first
spoiler
movie,
alert
maybe? On
the shoes.
Might be, yeah, I don't know.
Wow,
don't know. Haven't seen it. Do want to see it. Already somewhat have it spoiled with all the cameos in there, but I don't care. I'll still go watch it. It's going to be cool.
I get that it's a separate movie and it wasn't a thing last year.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have Kith and Ronnie Fogg dropping the Wolverine Gel Light 3s last year, you can't follow up with this year. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
These look on this whole pack looks like you just buy common land at your card shop.
For those
of
us
who know, the ones who know will know.
For those of us who are not so familiar with that reference, do you want to explain it or no? Insider knowledge. Okay.
Hopefully the comments will.
Yeah. Defend your man out there.
Yeah. Running blue.
These are for the ones summoning Pot of Greed. Oh.
Also draw 2 additional cards. I'll play Pot of Greed. Yo.
Can I tell you my favorite part? I will watch that TikTok every time it comes up. But my favorite part is she goes, "That's not how it works." And the guy goes, "Yes, it does."
I just. And I'll play Pot of Greed to draw an additional
every time. It's so dumb how many times I've seen it, but it'll make me laugh every time.
Oh shoot, that is actually Fear of God. I was like, well, that is Fear of God.
Fear of God Athletics 1. We're getting some more colorways here. I saw an article, and when I say an article, I mean a post on Instagram today about these.
I do my own research.
Well, no, I check the sources as well. Like, I don't just see it on the feed. I go to their page, and so there's that's an official post.
Gotcha.
But no, they were talking. Apparently, there's some rumor going around that like the Fear of God Adidas partnership was ending soon, or they weren't going to renew the contract. And I think Jerry Lorenzo gave a comment to Complex that like they have plans to do this one, and they have plans to do like a follow-up silhouette, I think next year. And then there's maybe like one more behind that. And then beyond that, there's no established contract or anything. But I don't know. Just the more I think about it, is like, man, if I could go back in time to like, I think it was January 2022 where we were doing our first episode. And I was like, the thing I'm most excited about this year is to see what comes of Fear of God and Adidas. And I think now they spent so long. We said this probably a million times, but like it took too long to come out. And now that it's here, everyone's kind of like, kind of, you know, it's not
Fear of God wave is kind of No, not at all. But just the
Yeah,
wave is pretty down.
I think so. Yeah.
And then again, it's like, hey, do you want some bone colored shoes? And it's like, nope.
It's like I do, but I probably already got a pair, you know? They just,
Yeah.
it's such a specific and good, but specific design language that it's kind of like, you know, it's just kind of felt like since we've got Fear of God Nike back in what was that, like 2018, 2019, this doesn't feel like that far of an evolution. So it kind of just feels like we're
Same
still doing the, yeah, still just kind of doing the same trend. So I don't know. That's why for me, anyways, it hasn't been as hot.
You're not wrong.
On the other hand, if you want to talk about hot, the Adidas
Woo.
AE1 Low Mural, which I think is the first colorway of the low on these. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but they're finally dropping the low top version. I will say, not this color specifically, just the bright pink, not so much for me. AE1's growing on me a little bit more every time I
They
see
are
them. And especially now the low tops, because the low tops feel like I could wear them a little more casually and not maybe like as technical as the high tops here.
Yeah.
I think there's some more plain colorways coming out. We got some feedback on whenever we last talked about these. People in the comments were letting us know that these actually are pretty decently comfortable for
Okay, good.
like all day wear, not necessarily just like performance basketball. So shout out if that was you in the comments letting us know.
They look like it.
Do you think you could see yourself in the right colorway of these, maybe wanting to try out a pair? Or
I don't know. Maybe.
It's okay to say no.
I just don't know. Even with the like comfort, I think just the look of wearing like a performance shoe, I just don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I could pull it off.
I think I do. The thing I like so much about the AEs though, compared to like so much of like the Jordan brand, like performance shoes that are coming out right now. And obviously, as we've said a lot, we don't follow, I'll speak for myself. I don't follow basketball that closely. Like, I don't want to say they all look the same because they don't all look the same, but just like a lot of it looks so similar to me that like these look so different that I'm like, I'm kind of into that, you know?
They are. I could definitely agree with that. These definitely are a unique look.
Yeah.
With just the style that they have for the silhouette and the colors that come with it. So I think that is great. I think that's why so many people are enjoying it as much as they are.
Yeah, for sure. We got more colorways of the Nike Air Max Thunder coming out. We got electric green and fuchsia flash. So if you are a big fan of the Thunder, but Canyon Yellow was a little too tame for you and people weren't looking at your feet enough, here you go.
Boom.
We got the big highlighter pack coming your way. Nike Shox R4 in the Smurf edition. That's what I'm naming them here. They are all blue. I'm thinking the Shox R4 coming back, since Kendrick wore them. I feel like that was kicking it back off of like, hey, we're doing Shox again.
I could see it.
Yeah. Not necessarily the Smurfs colorway, but
well, you never know.
Some are going to love it.
People are going crazy for them New Balances. So
true.
Well, a simpler time when Shox were
truly
the shoe. So
I feel
I'm
like,
here for it.
I feel like I never had a pair as a kid. My sister had a pair. And so I feel like I have a nostalgia to want to have a pair to like, feel like it's going to fill some hole in my sneakerhead heart. But I think I would get them and never actually wear them,
Cut the lawn in those.
In the Shox? I'm doing it in Monarchs right now, though.
That's crazy.
They're getting a good finish to them, a good patina. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll bring them on stream. Y'all get us to 500 subscribers. I'll break out the lawn cutters.
Break out the lawn and smash the heels in?
I haven't done that yet, but I'll get there eventually.
Well, they're still good lawn cutting shoes. They're not.
Yeah.
At that point, that's like they stay outside. That's like a quick run to the mailbox.
Right.
They're still held together.
Yeah. The glue is still there. The stitches hold up. Yeah.
I'm not going to throw them away. Just smash the heels in.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's get comfy finally.
Probably turn these sneakers into some slides.
Moving on, we got Nike Zoom Vomero 5s. I think this is the 2020 colorway. Yeah, 2020, the bright crimson. Shout out, I think Cody had these, or has these. I remember him having a pair of them Aero 5s back in 2020. I don't know if it was this specific one, but with all the bright red on them. Okay, we're getting to a good row of stuff here. So I do want to hit on real quick their skateboards. I felt like I was having a stroke reading that.
I was like, there it is.
Their skateboards, Nike SB Dunk Low. I don't know anything about their skateboards. But I saw these and I was like, this looks like a good one. This is kind of one of the first Nike SB Dunks in a minute that I've been like, hey, this looks like a good one. This just looks like classic SB Dunks of like, got some fun details. We went premium on the materials. I don't know what is going on with these lace dubres on the front here, but I'm into them.
I want them.
Yeah. These look fun.
Give me that.
These look fun to me. What?
I like them. I don't.
Wild. I don't know what's going on here.
The fingers on that lady.
Yeah. What's the occasion for these? A Celtics game?
Boston is gonna be ravaged.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I guess so. I don't know if it's the green that I'm not feeling, the black. I don't know what it is. I like the shoe.
Yeah.
I just don't know. The green may be throwing it off for me.
Okay. I mean, it's definitely a choice, you know, with like all the black and white and gray, you got one accent color. They went green. So
yeah.
They went, you know, Robert Downey Jr. got unveiled as Dr. Doom. They said, why don't we do a shoe? Why don't we do one for him?
Oh, hold on.
Spoiler.
Hold on. Dr. Doom cosplay.
These, I don't know if they'll have a picture on it here. What might sway you? These come with 5 sets of laces. Been a minute. We don't get that as much anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy. They really hit you with the laces.
Some
white,
neon,
black, green, and then
neon orange. You get like some orange ones in there.
Ooh, hold on. Halloween shoe?
Kind of sets them off a little bit. Yeah.
Orange could be. That's not bad. Oh, there you go.
On. Which one?
There it is. That dunk right there. That dunk is fuzzy.
I don't like the way you said donk at first.
That dunk is fuzzy.
I do also want to say, I think this Air Max 180 is a good looking one, but yeah, these I think are part of a pack. It's not.
Hold your tongue, buddy.
Not showing up here. I think I missed it.
On.
I missed it. I'm gonna just keep us moving here. But these all suede dunks, yeah. Look at that. That's. I feel like normally you don't get them doing all suede all over. Where are the suede laces? Where's the suede midsoles? Why did we stop?
Really, you got the whole tongue is suede. Just quit being afraid, Nike.
Embrace fear. Yeah.
You don't get laces, you get suede socks with these.
This I can't imagine my feet being more sweaty. For some reason, this close-up shot of the all suede and like the scale of it looking so big reminds me of the dog washing car from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh.
Where were you going?
Oh, I was going like a insect underneath a macro.
Oh, under a microscope or something?
Yeah, like a macro one. Yeah. But also, yours makes more sense.
It just looks so like furry, you know?
It is, yeah.
So
I just won't touch it.
These are good one. I like this color combo together as well, like this kind of weird palish green yellow with like the aqua blue on it.
It looks really good.
Good looking.
Fair warning, you're wearing these shoes around me, I'm touching your feet.
Yeah.
So be
careful. I'm getting down there. Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Now here's
if you're walking around Jefferson and you hear that, you better get to stepping because I'm behind you and I'm coming.
I'm on your heels, quite literally. Nike is loving this colorway called Bi-Coastal right now. I don't know if you've noticed that in anything. That's the colorway that Nina Chanel Abney did on the Jordan 3s. And I think that's also the shade of green that the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4 RMs is. They are Bi-Coastal green is like the Pantone of the year, not the official Pantone of the year, but Nike's. But this is like when they discovered Sail, the colorway, you know, and like everything was like Sail, like everything had to be Sail. Yeah, it was a good. Yeah. I'm okay with Bi-Coastal as well.
I mean, gay pride all the way.
Just because it's not June doesn't mean I'm not afraid to say it. Yeah.
No. I support all my coastals. Okay.
every coastal getting love right now.
Yeah.
So if the suede works for you on the Dunk Low, does it work as well on the New Balance 991 V2? The brandied apricot?
Darn brandied apricot. What? Who's making these fruit drunk?
You telling me this apricot is 18?
Wait, what? 21?
21? 21's the drinking It's been a minute since I've been at a bar, everyone.
It's been all of 9 years since I stepped in the green room.
I don't even want to talk about that shoe anymore. Keep it moving.
It's pretty.
The KD4 Nerfs. I thought these came out last month. They had these at the last Shakeback Sunday at Politics, so I think these came out last month. Maybe there's just even more of them. Who knows?
This one actually comes with a Nerf gun, though.
This one, actually, the insole is like Nerf foam, like the darts. That would be, come on. Okay, ideas for free.
Is it?
Next year.
Why isn't it?
This is one that I think you were talking about last week when we were talking about the, on the episode, again, somewhere on the screen right here, the Safari Problem Solver 8s, and we were talking about how there's a whole pack, and you said there was a dunk. Here's the dunk. We now have pictures of it. Good looking dunk.
Bada bing.
I think they did a friends and family colorway as well, which instead of like black swoosh on white panels, I think it's inverted. It's white swoosh on black panels. Looks more like darker shoe, closer to like the actual original Nike Air Safari. Kind of like that one a little bit more, but this is not bad.
That's usually how it goes. Friends and family, always cooler.
Yeah, and it's not that I like it more because it's friends and family, but it is friends and family, and I like it more.
Yeah.
It's just a better colorway. But this one's not bad. Good for you if you grab this pair. Is it
just get the salmons?
Ooh, SB but skinny tongue. How do we feel?
What?
It looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah. That doesn't look like the puffy. They do that sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. But
I say that I like just a dunk. I like skinny tongue.
Monster. Let's keep going.
I know.
Let's keep going. All right. Just because I'm curious. Nike Air Force One low pair. Inspired by the catacombs. You could wear these to the rave in the catacombs. Okay. What did we do? Here? Let's see. Hinging on the fall specific colorway of black tea and petrol brown. All right. Easy Tigers.
All right.
Releasing on August 10th. We're going to miss how long are the Olympics? They'll be done by then.
I think so, yeah.
Come on, guys.
These you had 4 years. These are not.
These are
not the Olympics.
These are the catacombs.
These are after the
These are for the real ones who were sticking behind. Yeah.
These are for the Olympians who got lost.
These are for the Olympians who are burning the Olympic Village to the ground with the cardboard beds. Yeah. If you got lost in the river and stuck around in the catacombs, dude, we got a shoe for you.
I was gonna say, if you were swimming, why didn't they just do the marathon in the catacombs?
World's spookiest marathon? That'd be crazy.
Breaking world records, people trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
That shot is a.
Sorry, which one?
That shot.
Yeah. Well, this is probably not Nike official. This is Sneaker News. And see, they didn't put anyone's name on it. They were like, we're not going to throw anyone under the bus for this one.
I know it's Matt.
Only Matt would do an edit like that. That's classic Matt behavior right there.
That's Matt V right there. 100%.
Another one of the AE1 low. I think this one is for the Olympics here. Night Indigo. You're not going to tell me.
Dang.
Team USA basketball. There you go. Okay.
There you go. Okay.
The Museum Visitor and Asics Gel Kayana 14. I'm not interested enough to click in, but it is something. This is one that's been going around on Instagram as well. House of the Dragon and Meryl coming out of nowhere to get the sneaker collab here. None of them for me. I'm also not watching House of the Dragon, so you're kind of missing me on both pages there, but look at Matt.
Cheaper IP.
You see what Matt did there? Meryl bends the knee to 3 House of the Dragon families.
Yeah, man, that's just the kind of shit Matt does, man.
But Matt, he kind of used all his juice in the first half and lost it in the second. A pair drops every week starting August 17th.
Yeah.
We done got a follow up kind of pun or tie in there, but
That's
yeah.
right. Get your potassium on Matt. You'll hit him next time.
Good
It's
for
okay.
good for Matt though. I love it.
Cramping up.
The box is cool.
I don't know. It's just a screen print of the. Just looks like an ad. I mean, I know it is, but
I got news for you.
I know that's what it is.
I don't know. This whole shoe just feels like they're pushing the program on me.
Ooh, that New
The
Balance,
New Balance, the 1000.
Oh, I don't. I like it. I don't.
What happened? It looks more golden here, and it looks kind of like more Volt yellow here. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe at first I was like, ooh, but then I saw the Volty and I was like, but then I'm also kind of like, the top almost looks like a Air Max like 97.
Yeah, the lacing system on it, it does.
Yeah,
I've never noticed that before, but yeah, it does.
I'm in and I'm out.
Okay. Maybe
I'm
just
up
buy
and I'm down.
Just buy the left shoe. Just you're kind of halfway on it. Just get one of the shoes. You don't have to get a whole pair.
Lefter.
Just what? What's the
I
retail?
go left, yeah. Maybe right.
Just $75. There should be a rule where if there's two pairs of shoes that you're on the fence on, you can buy the left of one and the right of the other.
That's all right. Hit the Shoe Podcast Discord. If you want the right one, we'll go in.
Go halvesies on it? That's a deal. That's
why you want to get in the Discord. If you ever just want
for that incredible deal. Whoop, not going to September.
Come on.
So that's wrapping up August. We don't catch us making that joke in 30 days. Hey, Google, set the timer for 30 days. We're going to make that joke. We're going to revisit that bit. I had to quickly pause and think of what's the name of a home assistant that's not in the room that I'm in right now.
I don't have.
That's not my phone and that's not owned by Amazon. And I was like, what's the other one? Google. That's the bit I can do without setting off a cacophony of sound.
My house is listening to me.
Yeah. And I'm okay with it because it turns the thermostat down.
And I like it.
They're selling all your data. Yeah, but I turned the lights off from bed. That's pretty cool. It tells me the weather.
Cool. Look, here's the thing. I used to be so password safe. I was like, no, I'm not. Don't save it. No, nothing. And then I think I already went on this rant. So it's kind of the same thing. Just save your password to the website. It's easier. They're going to sell it. They're either selling it or they're getting hacked. So either way.
Yeah, your data's out there.
Your internet security means nothing. If you get a text from UPS, it's not from UPS. Just don't. Yeah, they're not
the best advice I could give you. Yeah, they're not.
Don't click link. Delete your emails.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to Jordan specifically here. The Air Jordan 6 Olympic, we won't go into. We also talked about that one last week, but they are doing one for the Paris Olympics specifically as well. Would have been nice to know last week, Jordan Brand. Not bad.
But someone ran over a 4.
He is talking about the Jordan 4 RM, the second colorway from the collaboration with Nigel Sylvester. This is the driveway gray. So we got, what was the last one called? Driveway green, fence green. I don't know. I did an Instagram story. We get it. Your grandma had a whole house. She owned property. Yeah. Like, okay. That being said, this colorway looking better to me.
Okay.
I'm like
the silhouette. I'm still not. I just don't.
I forget what podcast or show I was listening to. So thanks for your idea. Sorry, I can't give you any credit for it. But one of them made a really good point that, like, had they not affiliated this with the Jordan 4 and called this just like the latest like Nike or Nike SB like utility sports shoe, I think it would have been received a whole lot better. Because I think so many people, myself included, are just tying it so closely to the 4, especially with like that little baby heel tab on the back that like.
Well, I mean, it everything looks like a 4.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even be like, this isn't a 4 or close to 4. I'm like, that looks like a 4.
Because it's got the 4 soles specifically as well. But the wings on the upper are like very 4 reminiscent, but they're not exactly the wings of a Jordan 4, but they are very similar. I just like almost, I don't know. I just feel like there was a way to like bring this out and introduce it without necessarily trying to be like, and if you love the Jordan 4, here's a good alternative to the Jordan 4. Because I'm like,
I agree.
It just looks like tiny Jordan 4.
And I don't like it.
That being said, this shot, I did see he went on the Complex Sneakers podcast and was showing off the first pair and this pair. And something he was talking about that I didn't realize, the box that they come in, you know, the cement print that's normally on the bottom of a Jordan 4 box, took a picture of his grandma's actual driveway and did that, and it's textured so you can feel all the pebbles on it. Tell me packaging doesn't make the shoe. I got more excited when I found out. It didn't save it, but I got more excited when I found out about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the tissue paper is a picture of him as a kid in his grandma's driveway.
That cool.
He's doing a good job with it, you know?
Nike, just so you know, if Ryan ever gets this shoe, he'll hold it for an extra couple seconds before he puts it in his closet.
I will make such a big point about these in the unboxing video moments before I list them on StockX. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Not that I do
in the description, it's nothing about the shoe. It is the
as seen on Shoe Podcast
about the box.
Yeah, incredible box. And
the StockX link is the link to the
comes to the unboxing to see this pair in person. Does not include stickers. Sorry, I'm keeping the stickers.
Well, obviously,
sorry,
one of the stickers you should have bought it.
You're about to point out
weird
on the little your hat. No, your hat looks fine. I thought you were about to be like, is that crawfish holding a cigarette?
It is.
Yeah.
Getting like sentient on my hat right now.
I thought you were about to point out that the heel tab has the little bike on it there. Isn't that cute?
Oh, a little smiley face too.
A little smiley face bike. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
you'll never see it.
Good for Nigel Sylvester though, getting to change the Nike Air to Bikey Air, you know?
That's also great.
Not a lot of people get to play with like the Nike trademarks. Shoe surgeon included. Zinger.
Boom.
Zinger.
Boom.
Keep it moving.
Boom.
Real quick for our Louisiana fans and our Louisiana fans only. You go to a Saints game this season, you're gonna want the Air Jordan 1 metallic golds. There's no way around it. All right, you're gonna want these for the Superdome.
Yeah, absolutely. These gonna go crazy.
I saw these and I was like, this is such a Louisiana specific shoe.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you just got to throw an NFL team a bone.
There you go. Jordan 13s. The Luca. What's he doing? I don't know.
Taking L's in the Olympic ball. Get back to the U.S. Bring it back to the soil. Get your butt back in Dallas.
To the soil. Jordan 3 motos. Jordan 11 retro low. Oh, probably the other big one.
Oh, there we go.
That's happening this month. The follow-up colorway on the Amamanier Jordan 3. Do we did it say do we have black and violet ore is what we're calling this one as of now. I did also see Amamanier started posting this week that I think it's their 10-year anniversary, which it looks like the box kind of references that. I know we just talked about the packaging, but let's talk about the packaging once again, and then we'll come to the shoes real quick. Scrolling. Come on.
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
They didn't have to go that hard on the They didn't have to make a new box, but they made a new box. Cool box. All right.
I mean, you got
what are we Boosie, we're gonna wipe me down? We got the drop cloth in here.
Golly.
The shoes, wait, where did it say? The shoes will be attached to a plush cloth / scarf in dark or what do I gotta pull them apart here? I don't know. Anyways.
Need you that little thread ripper. These cool. These pretty.
You like them more than the originals or not as much?
Probably not. But I do like it.
We did talk about them last month as well because they were speculated to come out in July, which they obviously didn't. So here we are again. And I think what I said last month is what I'll repeat this month is that any Jordan 3 where they put that much black leather on the upper, I'm just going to see black cement 3s. And I don't think it's fair that one whole silhouette is like, you can't do this material on the upper. But just for me, I'm just like, it's going to be hard to unsee every time, you know?
I do wish they use more of, what is that, suede, I guess, that gray.
Around the toe and the heel? Yeah.
I just wish they used more of that to kind of break that up.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like them. I do think they are great.
It's a very pretty shoe. It's one that like, the more I look at, the more I kind of start talking myself into like, maybe I do need a pair. But I was talking to someone about these earlier in the week, and I just feel like between having the original Amamanier 3s and having black cement 3s, I just don't know that like I need the two of them to have a baby in my collection of like, I don't know when I would gravitate for these and grab them, you know?
That's fair. Yeah, especially if you have Black Cement 3s and the first colorway that I'm familiar.
That being said, it is looking like, a good shoe. Hard to go wrong on the 3, especially with like, again, the black leather on the upper, but
yeah, that's a layup of a combination right there.
yeah. And then the other one, which I keep seeing this pair floating around, and I don't know how official this is, this burgundy crush colorway, which if we're still looking at mock-ups and not official images, I don't know if this is actually a thing. Might be like a friends and family. I mean, they've done on the past couple ones, the Jordan 11s, Jordan 12s, and the 5s when they did them. They did 2 colorways during release. So it might happen. It's just a bit odd that we haven't really seen it come to light yet.
Yeah.
Jordan 1 Low OG Mocha for your Travis Scott fans. Travis Scott at home. Wow. It's getting late at night. For your Travis Scott fans, but your fans of We Have Travis Scott at Home is what my brain was trying to do there. Yeah.
There you go. The toe box on that specific shot
it looks long. It looks really long.
Like this looks like a venti.
Looks like a venti right here on the toes, Grande in the heels, but venti on the toes.
Oh, see, that looks normal.
Yeah. That's why you can't always go off the early in-hand pictures, because it's 2024 and people are still taking bad pictures on iPhones, which is like, you really got to be trying at this point.
You got to try to take a bet. Yeah.
That being said, this is like a good one. I would not be surprised if this one kind of pops off and goes crazy based on how Mocha ones did after the Travis Scott release. I think this is just going to be a continuation of that.
Yeah, this is going to be impossible to get.
Yeah. More Jordan 4 RMs. We talked about these as well a couple of weeks ago. This colorway, the Fear of God colorway, we're calling it. I like.
Well,
and then what's the Great Value Nigel Sylvester? The other the same upper, with a white sole instead of a black one. Yeah. Oxidized green. That's the other green. They're loving bi-coastal and they're loving oxidized green right now. Yeah. So big year for green. Go green. Oh.
Yeah.
He's funny and he doesn't even know it.
White Thunder. Yeah. That seems I don't know what statement you're trying to make with that.
I gotta know, is this the official, is Jordan going with this name? Like, is Jordan Brand calling it this, or is this Sneaker News like, they seem to be talking about it like it's White Thunder, so.
Luca, you already had a shoe.
Hey, good joke. Good joke. Sorry, it took me a second there. Again, I'm not the basketball guy on our show, so.
Thank you.
And then not the white cement 3s, but the cement white 3s.
Gray. Just light gray.
Cement gray 3s. So
light gray.
If you
the shoe is white and the cement is dark.
And it's Jumpman on
metallic?
The back. Jumpman on the back. It looks it, but I don't think it is.
Hit that thing with a chrome spray paint. Goodness.
Oh, September. Don't look.
Green Day.
All right. One last round here. We're going to go through Kicks on Fire now.
Boom.
Just for
Kicks on Fire, putting the Crocs out there. Hell yeah.
That's why I like going through them, is they tend to cover, I think, everything that's coming out, like pretty much everything that's coming out, where Sneaker News seems to be a little bit more selective, which actually I did want to talk about. Good colorway on the Air Max DN. I think this is a good
like the little mirrored like bubbles that they have down. This is good.
Doing that gradient. They're breaking it up a little bit more. I saw this, the top down looks this looks like
disorienting.
I know, this looks like the animals in nature that could do like camouflage or something like that. This looks like an iguana going wild on me, and I'm like,
the cops are wearing these at DUI like checkpoints. Look at my feet for 20 seconds.
Can you track my feet? Sir, I've been sober for 20 years and I still can't. Got him.
No, I saw you have that sip of champagne, boy. 5 years ago. It's still in your system.
This is tough because they're very small.
They're tiny.
Can we? Tiny. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, bit of a jump.
And that was just one notch. Yeah, it's just. Thanks, Kicks on Fire. Good colorway on the Vomero 5. If you don't have a pair, can't go wrong with brown.
That's a nice little cocoa powder right
Yeah.
there.
A less good colorway on the Air Max DN, I would say.
Yeah, but,
Just not for me. Oh, Pokemon. We got
Snorlax.
Snorlax. We got any other ones or just Snorlax?
There was 2 above.
Oh, Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff right there.
Jigglypuff down there. Okay.
And then there was like a purple and black one. Should we scroll up a little bit?
Gengar. Okay.
Uh,
If you had to pick one of those Pokemon to be your one Pokemon between Snorlax, Gengar, and Jigglypuff, who would it be?
Gengar.
Easy.
Gengar.
Easy.
Yeah.
There was only 100%. One right answer.
Yeah. Cool. And then just, ghost type. So
yeah.
Which, I mean, Jigglypuff did get Charizard.
Oh, Charizard. Charizard out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. More releases.
Yeah, you know how tall Charizard is?
Isn't it something short, like 6 foot?
5'7".
But on his Tinder profile, it says 6 foot, right?
Well,
that's a joke for y'all out there. Some of y'all get it. Some of y'all get it because men be lying.
Yeah,
it's
we do.
Superficial. It's superficial.
We do.
Not us. We're not on Tinder, but men.
No. 5'10", and it's real because I would say, why would I say 5'10"? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's saying that? Hold on, Lavender Burgundy?
Oh, this one made me think of you. I thought you were going to go for this one. I always affiliate you with Air Max 90. Sorry, but British is where you draw the line.
Yeah, there you go.
You want the lavenders down here?
There you go. I drink coffee in this house.
Okay.
There you go. They're like, hey, I know Action Bronson kind of is doing something, but
these could be something. It's a good. Those are
kind of cool.
Let's see. Strawberry waffles.
Appreciate you calling a waffle, not a strudel.
Oh, no problem. No problem. I'm not German.
Yeah. That was the test. A shoe actually isn't. That shoe doesn't exist. They just have it on there as a
it's a psych test. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like I saw this one. Are we doing more 4D again? The 4D 4-word strung. Got him, Adidas. Great job.
Strung. That's a lot of. Ooh.
I don't know. Poor 4D. 4D auto lacing. We really went through an era there of like, what could shoes be? And then the reports came back to the boardroom and like, boss, I'm so sorry to tell you, they want all the basketball shoes from the 80s, actually. What?
Yeah. Turns out they don't want a 3D printed shoe.
Yeah.
Turns out it's tough.
Yeah, look at the Vapor Max with like the false bottom light up soles there.
I see that.
Okay. Oh man, we are still early August. Okay, we're gonna have to scroll a little quick here. This colorway of the AE1, I kind of like. Someone else pointed out it kind of reminds me of like the Yeezy foam runners that started doing like the marbled colored patterns.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of reminiscent of that. I'm sure they had leftover dye from not making more of those, so.
Yeah. They're standing on business.
You got to. Air Max 180 Dusty Cactus. Kind of cool. I like that.
It's not bad.
More Soleil Heat Crocs, this time in purple.
Bombari.
Yep. I see. Now they're really getting. They call these the melted crayons. This is you left them in the backseat of your mom's car. You're about to get in trouble for these.
Ooh, she told you to take them out.
She did.
You lied. You told her you did, but
I swear, I think they're in my backpack. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah,
they're not.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not. All right. Gotta move a little quicker here. Okay, we're cruising.
Whoa.
Which ones?
Roses. But then they're weird roses.
Giannis freak. Look at that. Good for you,
Can
Giannis.
Anybody match my freak?
Let's see. Let's go here. These Air Max 90s. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go even faster now because that's probably the sign. The Jordan 3, the black cement cleats there. This is our sign that it's time to wrap it up.
White lightning.
I wish I had that on a sound alert button and I could just
White lightning.
Yeah, just hit that. All right, so looks like that'll do it. All the shoes you need to know about and plenty of the ones you don't need to know about that are releasing in August of 2024. If you made it to the end of the episode, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. If you're listening on Spotify, this will be our poll. Yeah, I think we can still do polls there. They took away Q&As, but I think we still have polls. Yeah. What sneaker that's releasing in August are you most excited about? Looking forward to trying to grab? Leave a comment down below. I want to read them. Reply. We'll pin the best one. We'll pin you. You can live eternally in our comments.
Eternally.
That's better than a lot of other things people can promise you. I'll tell you right now. Internet fame. Let's go ahead and roll the socials. You can catch us online at Shoe Podcast across all social media apps, everywhere except for where we're not.
Boom.
Really, Instagram and TikTok is what that means, but yeah, I think we have some accounts on the other ones, maybe.
Probably. We're somewhere.
If you want to continue the conversation with us, you can hop in our Discord. It'll be linked in the episode description down below. Free to join. Just click the link. We'll be happy to have you. If you watch this much of us, I'm going to guess that you probably kind of like listening to us. So please consider hitting that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, leaving the thumbs up or the thumbs down, but really preferably the thumbs up. If you're on a podcast listening platform, make sure you're following so you get notified when the next episode drops, and leave that rating and review. Throwback. We want to read them. Helps us know, helps us grow. We used to say it a lot. It feels good to be back.
Love to hear it.
All right, that'll do it for this week. But before we go, I would be remiss if I didn't ask Tanner, do you have anything you want to leave the people with?
Nothing really, but I bought a new mic arm and it's Fallout.
It was a big talking point before we hit record that he got a new mic arm, but y'all can't see it, unfortunately.
You can't see it. So, but I did.
There's the proof.
And it's cool.
Yep.
I like it.
And there's that. Thank you, everyone, for checking out another episode of Shoe Podcast. We will catch you all next week. I'm your co-host, Ryan Landry.
I'm your co-host, Danny Young.
Have fun out there.
I love you.